Greetings, Dr. Joseph Martin here again for you. Our topic now is mystical materialism, quantum electrodynamics and physics, physiology, including especially human physiology, and economics. Now, this might seem like a conundrum, but we know from philosophy and ontology that all things in the universe, seemingly disparate and complementary or opposite, are in fact one. This is not only the basis for our theories in philosophy and science and logic, but since Einstein and mystical Isaac Newton, we now know there is a unified field and electromagnetic wave particle light photons and quanta that pervade the entire universe and all dimensions, including the first telluric dimension, which is atoms and minerals, and the second, which is vegetation, and the third, which is time, space, and motion, the one that our physical human body is in now. So since Einstein and quantum electrodynamics, we know that all things are relative, and all things, since Rupert Sheldrake, are enfolded within each other. And we know that, in fact, in the 11 dimensions of string theory in physics, everything is enfolded and encompassed and packaged all within one frame, if you like. And we're considering now how the light from the fourth and higher dimensions is condensed and compressed into the three-dimensional reality of our physical bodies and all material reality, including your car, your bed, your food, everything. This is the forefront of the new theory of spiritual science that will emerge throughout the 21st century and for the next 500 years. It interests physicists with open minds and every person who is awake in the endeavor to find the truth. So let's look at this. What is mystical, or what is the mysticism? It's the spiritual vibrations of higher frequencies and vibrations of the supersensible, often invisible realms of reality of the cosmos and the unified field of the universe. This is what we study in cosmology. And also, increasingly, we are studying it in human physiology and all botany and biology and zoology. What is material or materialism? Anything that has physical matter that's visible and can be scientifically studied with the logic of just the left brain in the scientific method that we use with a hypothesis, and we do study and research and questioning and experimentation, and then we come up with results and we refine all our studies and come up with new hypotheses. Of course, now we know that that's not the only way to do spiritual science. One needs to develop high emotional intelligence, the highest intuitional intelligence of which the human brain and being and psyche is capable, and through meditation and yoga, avail yourselves of superconsciousness that actually exceeds and enfolds all of physics and modern day 21st century science, which is still on its way to much more adventure and much higher conscious understanding. So putting mysticism together with materialism, if we do this in the sense of physics and physiology, we do understand that everything in your body, in your atoms, more particularly in your cells, in your tissues, in your organs like the brain, the heart, the liver, the kidneys, the intestines, and the nervous system, and all parts of the human physiology is really condensed, compressed light from the cosmos, from creation, that is basically quanta or photons of light as we know it, with higher frequencies or rays, if we say gamma rays, other higher rays, and so on, that are now compressed into your body. When you do Babaji's Kundalini Kriya I AM yoga, which is an ancient technique known to the Hindus for many, many thousands of years, millennia, brought back by Babaji and Paramahansa Yogananda in the 1970s and 84, up to 1984 when Babaji was still here in the physical, you will find that all the cells will release their frozen, compacted light, and the energy will start to freeze, well, thaw, I should say, and awaken and move and start to shift and grow and pool and raise up through the Kundalini energy of the Ida and the Pingala and the Sushumna of the spine, the invisible channels there, as we know in Eastern medicines like TCM and Ayurveda. And then you will find that your vitality, your consciousness, your creativity, your joy, your longevity, your perfect health, all the energies will continue to sustain you as you meditate on the fact that your cells and your physical body, your material body, is basically light, cosmic light. And now as it thaws and moves and refreshes itself, you can maintain an ageless body, which many of us choose to do now. It's not just diet or exercise or any other techniques or organic food, all of which is great, and healthy alkaline water. It's actually mind and matter and spirit and soul as one, moving the energy around and making it flow and stable and balanced and in harmony, so all the organs and the yin-yang of each organ and of the cells and the sodium potassium pump within each cell for the ATP regeneration is all harmoniously balanced. When you have this conscious awareness of your physical material body as light, you will find a huge karmic and psychological relief and release and emancipation, liberation, and advancement of your own personal evolution. Now, as I said, we realize now in physics, quantum electrodynamic physics, that all matter is basically not only frozen light, quanta, and photons of light, but in fact, most matter, including your table, your chair, and your body, and any great building made of concrete or wood, is mostly space. In fact, 99% space, and the atoms within it in the physical dimension are only 1%. So if you took all the space away from a building that was 55 floors tall, the matter that would be left would be only the size of a pinhead. This we know now. Now, how does this relate to economics? It might seem kind of extremely interesting for me to relate this to economics. And I mean not just the physical money, the cash, the paper money. I also mean the gold and the silver and the coins and so on. But I mean the whole concept of money as an exchange and as symbol only for something that's much higher in consciousness. Money is wealth, and wealth comes from the soul, and soul is made of light. Follow the logic here. Money is a symbol only. It doesn't mean anything on its own. It stands in for something else. It stands in for abundance and prosperity, but only because money is soul. It's the soul that you put into things, and it's an exchange. And your soul, we know from the previous videos, is a fourth dimensional and higher dimensional and infinite dimensional light, whose greatest quality is perfect unconditional kindness and love. So what we have here in economics and exchange as we're moving into the 21st century and a whole new way of doing spiritual economics is we see economics now in the higher perspective, the truer perspective, as condensed light, abundance and joy and prosperity and sharing and giving and receiving. All of this is what economics needs to be for the millennial generation and indeed for everybody on the planet Earth at this time. I'm sure there's a lot of food for thought here. I welcome your comments, your questions at any time on the YouTube channel. So, condensed light, mystical materialism as a oneness, as a unity, your body, your human physiology, and all material things in this third dimension as condensed light, and light is joy and love. And of course, economics, all the exchanges of everything you create and all the services and products in your daily world, everything that you eat, everything you sit on and sleep on, is all condensed light from the creation. All love and joy to you, blessings, abundance, health, perfect health, vitality, Kundalini Kriya Yoga. Check out Babaji, Paramahansa Yogananda, and do give some attempt to try and understand and actually experience Kundalini Kriya Yoga in the traditional way. All my love and blessings to you, Dr. Joseph Martin. My heart to yours, my heart is yours. All light.